What is up, everyone? Thanks so much for checking out this video. My name is Maximilian, for those of you who don't know me, and I am an energetic alignment coach. I help people master their soul development, tap into their intuitive gifts, and I help entrepreneurs align with more impact and income in their businesses. All right, not real quick. I want to share some of crazy stories that's happened to me in the past. And I've been doing I do past life regressions, and so I really resonate with Dolores Cannon and her work. And I was watching a video recently that she was talking about parallel realities, parallel dimensions, and how they exist simultaneously as this reality. So she was talking in one of her videos about how people were experiencing these shifts in dimensions, shifts in realities, and how it was really weird. Like, for example, someone would see like an airplane landing in the middle of the road while they're walking down the street, and think it's gonna crash, and then it turns out they were actually seeing a airplane in a different dimension coming. It's really difficult to explain if you're not familiar with this theory of quantum theory. So look it up. I think Dolores Cannon or Aaron Doughty explain it really well. And I'm not really technical, and I'm not going to try to go into details because that's not what I'm excited about. But I do want to share some stories where I'm pretty sure this happened to me, and I would love to hear if this has happened to you, because I've heard this happen to other people. So this happened on 2 occasions, some really amazing shifts in dimensions that I experienced, and actually both of them happened to happen while I was living in Hawaii. So the first one, so I remember when I just got a new car. All right, it was a Prius, and my partner at the time gave me a tea leaf lei, and basically blessed the car. And it's basically to protect the car, to bring good luck to the car. And so that night I was delivering pizzas. This was my first day having this tea leaf lei in my car, so I really believed that this was going to protect me and my car, which is an interesting thing that I'll bring up a little bit later. So it was really crazy because I was doing my last delivery. I was working for Domino's, and I was cutting into, driving back to the store, and out of nowhere, this car, I was taking a left turn out of light, and this car was coming straight at me. Sorry, I was like doing it towards me. It was coming straight at me, right? So it was crazy. Like, I was like, oh shit, like this is it. I'm gonna die. This is a head-on collision. And next thing you know, I felt this jolt. Like, I literally felt my whole car like jolt to the left, but in that instant, like, it was like it happened so fast. Like, my car, I don't even know if the car moved or if I just jumped to another dimension, but it was crazy because next thing I know, I was back in the lane, like before I had even turned, and the car like just barely missed me, and they just came and swiped like the smallest scratch on my car. And I was like, wait, what just happened? Like, I saw this car coming straight at me. I knew I was done. And it was crazy, okay? Because I I guess I was protected. I guess it wasn't my time to go, because the next thing I know, I was, back a couple feet over, and the car just barely missed me. Has this ever happened to anyone before? Leave me a comment below. Okay, so the second one is a little bit more crazy because why are you barking, dude? Because this was something that a lot of people are aware of, and a lot of people experience, especially if you're living in Hawaii. Can you stop growling, please? If you were living in Hawaii at the time. So, okay, backstory. The night before this happened, I was sitting in bed, and I was like, if I were to die tomorrow, I want to make sure that I don't have any anger, jealousy, resentment, because I'm not trying to become a ghost. I'm not trying to become a disincarnate and be stuck in this realm. I just want to let go of everything that may be holding me back, any fear, anger, resentment, all the things. So I was thinking of that. So the next day I was at work, right? And I was working with one of my clients. I was doing respite, okay? Um, so I was changing my client's diaper, and I got an alert on my phone. It was like, "Grrr," like one of those alerts you get that buzz on your phone, and the message says, "Imminent missile threat. You have 20 minutes to seek shelter." Like, basically, your island's about to get nuked. I was like, What? I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I literally think I'm gonna die today. So it was really interesting because what happened was, we like, where do you go first of all in this kind of emergency? Like, if your island's gonna get nuked, you're on a small little island. I honestly don't think that that's there's anywhere that you can go. So, I was ready to die. Honestly, the night before, I did my thing, did my clearing thing. So we were just sitting there in a garage, counting down the time. And fun fact, now I know that if I'm gonna die, y'all are all gonna get a short little text from me. I'm not gonna spend my time calling people. I literally just like texted people, love you, love you. It was like mostly my family. And I think did a post on Facebook. I was like, love you guys. Yeah, so now I know. It's chill. It's whatever. Come back sometime, whatever. So it was really interesting because I honestly believe, because I felt in my energy something shifted. I was so in the moment and I was so at peace and I was so okay with the possibility of dying. I think that my vibration actually shifted me into a parallel reality where there was no missile threat, there was no bomb coming, because what happened was, next thing you know, we hear on the news, oh, it was just an accident. Like, someone accidentally sent this message to everyone on the island saying that we were going to die. And I was like, wait a second, what? And it was the second time that I felt that shift in reality, that shift in dimensions. It was very palpable. And I remember telling my friends, like, yo, I think something happened. Like, I think I shifted realities. And, my friends that understand this stuff were like, dude, that's crazy. But I never really talked about it publicly until I started hearing about similar stories. And the trippy thing was, I looked it up. I was like, Hawaii missile threat, and explosion or whatever, and I saw an article that it was basically a conspiracy theory, but it was interesting because they were talking about how this war was going to be started, like some North Korean was gonna the North Koreans were gonna like bomb Hawaii, and it was gonna thrust us into World War III. And there was like all this information about it, and I was like, whoa, like, I feel like that was a potential reality. Like, I feel like in another reality that actually happened. Like, we got nuked and like World War III happened, but my vibration was in a place of peace and acceptance and of gratitude and of love, that I literally phased into another reality where I was fine. And that missile threat was just an accident. Really? Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I thought it was really amazing, and I'm super stoked about the idea of different realities, because I honestly believe that you can consciously choose to experience the reality that you would like to live in. So, something that I've been doing recently is listening to meditations, and in my meditations, really feeling into and setting that vibrational set point, really, in my field of where I would like to go in my vibration, where I would like to, what reality I would like to experience, and tuning into that future reality, seeing myself, feeling myself, living in my dream home, flying to these exotic locations, having my feet in the sand, having my dogs, come into my new house with me. So that's another tip for you guys. If you're trying to literally phase into new dimensions, try it. Set that intention. It's pretty fun. All right, you guys, that was my share for the day. Much love. Peace out. I'll catch you later. See ya.